join us at White City Centre Court. The appearance of the world co-number 1, Monica Seles, and her opponent, Brenda McCarthy. And Pam, always a great air of excitement and expectancy whenever Monica hits the court, anywhere she is around the world.
Well, it's been a great week of tennis here, but just having Monica Seles in the field has brought an extra dimension, a very exciting week here at White City. The moment she stepped on the court for her first match against Dominique Monami.
Well, she's really got that really special something that all the great champions have. When she did come out for that match, she gave a little wave to all the crowd. You know, like all the real stars do, you know. She'll have to be on the ball today, though, because this is not an easy semi-final for her. We're used to seeing her win all the matches comfortably, and, you know, here we go, Monica's going to thrash so-and-so again. But I don't think that'll be the case today against Brenda McCarthy.
Monica having a word with the ball girl there, but Brenda McCarthy, the biggest server on the tour. The other day, Monica played Marianne de Swart, who's probably number 2 in that category. So that would probably help her getting ready for the bullets that McCarthy's going to serve down. Looks like Monica's won the toss.
Brenda's elected to take this northern end.
Brenda has had a hamstring problem throughout the week, but I spoke to her husband, Sean McCarthy, before the match, and it was feeling better today, and she was tempted to go out without it strapped, but decided to be safe.
And speaking of Brenda, let's have a look at her record. It's an improving record all the time. She's now ranked 13 in the world and seeded 5. She has won 5 career titles, and 2 came last year at Oklahoma City and Quebec City. And there's something that I think she's very proud of. Quarterfinals at Wimbledon and quarterfinal of the US Open, which have been her best results in her career so far. And I think she's a real player of the future in the women's game, Brenda McCarthy. Now, this is how she got through to the semi-final stage, and she didn't have an easy draw. Look at that, a close match with Australia's Rachel McQuillan, another tight match against the talented Lisa Raymond, and then she had to upset Mary Jo Fernandez to get through to the semi-final stage. So she has played some top tennis to get through here.
And she did pull out of the doubles because of that hamstring pull. She was supposed to play with Renee Stubbs, so that probably saved her. Of course, she's going to need a lot of energy today to chase down the balls of this woman, who's co-ranked number 1 in the world with Steffi Graf. Of course, seeded number 1 here, 33 career titles. And of course, she missed 2.5 years on the tour recovering from the Hamburg incident. 95, she won the Canadian Open in her return to the tour, and a terrific showing at the US Open, losing in 3 tough sets to Steffi Graf. Won 8 Grand Slam titles, including 3 Australian Open titles. Never lost a match in this land. Monica Seles had a little easier time. The top 4 seeds in this draw all have a bye, so she waited for Monami to win her first round and dispatched her quite easily. A little bit more of a struggle against the big serving South African Marianne de Swart, but from 3-all in the first set, it was mostly all Monica Seles. She'll have a lot of respect today for Brenda McCarthy. They've played 3 times, and all 3 have been tough 3-setters.
There's the nice trophy, apart from the money. It's always a beautiful trophy here. And our umpire for this women's semi-final is David Cotton. Back here at White City, the players just about ready to commence this semi-final.
Well, you figure every time Brenda McCarthy plays, a lot of it depends on her big serve, and more so today than any day, because if she doesn't dictate with her serve, it's going to be a long afternoon, or rather late morning. She hopes to get it into the afternoon. That's Sean McCarthy to the right, Brenda's husband. They got married a little over a year ago. And that's Michael Fankett on the left of your screen. He is Brenda McCarthy's hitting partner down here, and his fiancée sitting right in front of Michael. That's Liz.
So about to get stuck into the action here. Monica's going to serve from the southern end. No wind or sun to speak of. Perfect conditions.
15.
I'm sure that's going to be a tactic throughout the match. The second serve from Seles is going to be one of the few opportunities Brenda will have to approach the net. Very extreme grip on Brenda's forehand, very Western, and that is the side that's more erratic. She mishits a lot. Sometimes on the return, she will just block it back with more of a continental grip.
14.
Well, a very easy opening service game, it appears, for Monica Seles. Very quickly to 40 love. And that, in fact, gives her an opening love game. So that'll give her confidence a lift to start this semi-final. She leads 1-love. Brenda Schultz-McCarthy to serve for the first time. An important moment for her in this match. Got to start well on a big serve.
15.
Must have heard me.
When Brenda's serving well, she has all the extremes covered. She loves the wide serve on that deuce court, but she can also crack it right up the tee, and it's tough to pick.
Net. First serve. 15.
It's going to be very difficult for Monica Seles to get into a rhythm. Brenda Schultz-McCarthy doesn't give you a lot of balls to hit. You see the head-to-heads. We mentioned Seles struggled in each one of those wins. 6-4 in the third.
Brenda at least knows she's one of the few players who can really take it up to Seles. Not a bad second serve, but again, a lovely low return there. It's a feature of Seles's play.
And Monica probably wouldn't have known that Brenda was going to be serving and volleying on the second serve. Good adjustment.
Well, again, as time off the first serve, hard and low. Schultz-McCarthy a little slow there to react. She just didn't get into position quickly enough for that one. So already in a spot of difficulty here on her opening service game at 540. Monica's eager for an early break. That'll do it.
Well, there's no one tougher to serve volley against than Monica Seles. The pace of her returns, the placement, they're always low over the net. I think Brenda Schultz-McCarthy will be better off if she approaches off the return or waits for a short ball, because it's going to be tougher to pick up those half volleys.
Well, particularly if her mobility is a little suspect with that big thigh bandage. Monica forced into a one-handed forehand there. Such was the quality of that cross-court backhand from Schultz-McCarthy.
Well, Brenda has both a nice slice and the topspin over spin backhand, and that's the one that did the damage that point.
Again, the tactics, obviously, she's not going to have too many long rallies if she can help it, but that wasn't, I'd say, her best attempted drop volley there.
I'm not even sure that's what it was.
Seemed to be moving too well at the moment to me, Brenda. I mean, she didn't really get across to that jogging up and down, trying to get herself pumped up and get herself into this match early. I mean, Pam, it'd be a pretty worrying thought to come out onto the centre court in a big match against Seles, wouldn't it? And I mean, you'd be a little scared sometimes to think you could just get absolutely plastered, you know.
Well, of all the players that should feel they have some kind of chance, it's someone with a weapon like Brenda's serve. But we saw what Monica did in the first game to that.
So Monica Seles on a roll early in this semi-final. She's ahead 3-love. Quick start here for Monica Seles, hot favourite in this match, and she's just waiting for some spectators directly behind Brenda to take their seats. Yeah, it's just that entrance there that sometimes gets a little congested. But Pam, she's got to hold this serve here, Brenda, or it's a good night nurse in this opening set.
You'd certainly think so, and Brenda needs to. I'm glad actually the crowd's still milling around, because Brenda has not slowed down. She's rushing too much.
She's nervous, you know. She's
take more time between points.
15-love.
She took a bit of pace off that first serve, and Monica was early with a return, and she wasn't serving and volleying. Sure, 30-love would have been a nice feeling when you're trying to win your first game against the world's #1, but that net cord stops that.
just 15. So that was quite a good play, though, the wide serve, and then hitting aggressively, quickly cross-court into the corner to stretch Monica.
There's been a few people out here this week read the bios in the program about Monica Seles. She's been the most talked about player in years come here.
So when you're having a baseline rally, Pam, I guess the difficulty is what side do you hit it to Seles? I mean, is there any real weakness either side? Two hands either side?
Not much of one. Maybe up the center some.
Unless you can produce serves like that. It's a second ace. Absolutely a key time for her, because it does give her an ace, or it does give her a game point here. And she'll be relieved with that. Two big serves get her on the scoreboard. I think if that weapon isn't working for her, she's going to be in all sorts of trouble. That's Todd Martin, who'll be in the men's final, third match on centre today.
That was nice variety off the backhand side. The slice return to one extreme, and then the overspin backhand up the line. That's the better side.
Yes. Read that shot very well, Schultz McCarthy. She was waiting for the down the line.
Well, again, the serve and the backhand are the two shots that Brenda relies on most. Picks this one well. If she hadn't anticipated that, there's no chance, because Monica hit it well.
Well, it's the second time, so that was a huge point also. Could have been love 40. So the luck going with Seles at the moment.
That's going to be the side that Brenda's going to have more trouble with. Very big backswing, the extreme grip. It's going to be tough for her to time some of these bullets from Monica Seles. Wouldn't be surprised if Monica doesn't pick on that forehand side more and more.
Very calmly played that point from Schultz McCarthy.
13-14.
Scrambles well, slice forehand, no pace. Monica hits it back with not much on it, which is unusual for Monica not to have some purpose behind one of her ground strokes.
She's down a break-back point. Oh, what a clever shot. So it gets the break back for Schultz McCarthy. She now only trails 3-2 in this first set. Monica Seles ahead 3-2. It was 3-love. And it's interesting, this last point, Pan, now that ball to me looked just wide, and it was such a surprise shot. No one was expecting it, and I think Monica felt that maybe it just missed, but no overrule. So the break back. Schultz McCarthy serving. She's now only down 2-3.
Brenda Schultz McCarthy has really picked up her game. This time on a second serve, she ends up getting herself to net and playing a nice backhand drop volley. Good doubles player, Brenda Schultz, also.
Good pace on that second serve from Brenda.
Caroli Seles, Monica's father, looking on.
Well, he would have been very happy with the opening to this set. Quickly to 3-love. A little bit concerned now. It's about to be 3-all. His daughter's opponent is really starting to get into this match.
Brenda Schultz McCarthy gets a net cord, but it doesn't help her at all. Sets up a point for Monica Seles. Monica's been the one that's gotten the 2 drop-dead net cords, and this is an easy shot. So 1 game point over, 2 more to go.
Oh, what an excellent second serve. Fast, sliding out wide.
And that game's an example. Brenda missed 4 of 5 first serves, but with that second serve, it really doesn't matter. It's like having 2 first serves. It's so well placed. Monica having to go with a one-handed backhand. So from 3-love, it's now 3-all.
It's a good move of Brenda's to just chip or block a couple of those forehands rather than go for that big wind-up forehand of hers, which can be a bit erratic. This way she's going to just keep the ball in play a little better and try to then use the backhand.
15 all.
First double for Monica.
Well, Brenda Schultz-McCarthy down at 44%, but we mentioned how big her second serve is, so that's not as important a number as it might be with every other player on the tour. 76% for Monica. That's very good.
30-15.
Brenda just rehearsing the shot again. Just felt she just snatched that one a little bit. Beautiful shot. Confidence is starting to grow here for Schultz-McCarthy.
Well, she's missed a couple of backhands in this game, but it's because she's really going for it, and I think it is a good tactic, because if she just rallies the ball back comfortably, Seles is going to gain the upper hand.
Wow.
30.
It was a deep floating high backhand that Brenda barely got to that Monica chose to let land. Let Brenda back in the point. Now a break point.
Well, that's how she broke the previous game. But it's a very risky shot, and she's been hitting that aggressive drive off the backhand so well. Look, I think she could have gone for it again there. But it's obviously a tactic that they've worked out. See, she looks so much better when she gets that backhand flow like that, because she can match the power with that shot.
And the force, the pace of that last backhand, even Monica couldn't get her forehand around in time. Second break point of the game. Now you have 2 break points and you miss 2 returns. You just can't afford to miss these opportunities against the #1 player in the world.
Advantage 7.
Oh, a bit unlucky. Their tactics were very sound. Took the ball early, chipped it, was going for depth, and it just floated over the line.
It was also good she was going for the center of the court, which was taking the angle away. Sean McCarthy feeling a lot better now than he did a few games ago.
Well, showing us that she's got touch as well as power. That was a good time to play the drop shot, because she forced Seles back with some heavy hitting off the backhand. As you'll see here, Monica was forced behind the baseline and had no chance really of recovering from that position. It's a great shot selection. Well, Brenda just a wry smile there. She did well to keep that point alive as long as she did.
Yeah, the forehand got a big workout, some terrific lunging work, but the forehand's too tough cross court. So, finally a game point for Seles.
And breathes a little easier as she stops that run of games against her. She's held serve and takes a 4-3 lead in this first set.
Seles leads 4-3.
I'll have a look at that. That's the new sponsor of the WTA Tour. They've got a hot air balloon here. Pam, you're going to go up in that?
If our sponsor wants me to, I will.
Well, we've already got a lot of people saying some of us are filled with hot air, so I think we'll stay on the ground. 3-4. New balls.
15 love.
Monica Seles realising that if she didn't know it already, that she's got a pretty tough match on her hands here. Quickly to 3 love, and then very lucky not to end up down 4-3.
Well, Brenda's missed 6 of her last 7 first serves, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's just a tremendous second serve.
Yes, placement, speed, and spin. She'll see it just right in the corner and cutting away.
What's also unusual, she stands over, and you usually don't expect it off the tee.
14.
Follows it up with her third ace.
You can see where Brenda Schultz-McCarthy lines up on the ad side after you have a look at the ace, but she is halfway between the doubles alley. And when someone stands there, you usually think they're going to serve out wide, so it makes the tee serve even more effective.
It's only her first double. Again, a beautiful flowing backhand. Early preparation there from Brenda, and then just hit right through it. Great weight transferences. Along with the big first serve, that backhand's proving to be a very dangerous shot. Tremendous opening set to this first of the women's semi-finals.
Well, by getting to 6-4 in this set, it's only the 4th opponent since Monica has come back that's reached at least 4 in a set. Of course, Steffi Graf is the only player to have won sets against Monica Seles, and Novotná and Huber were the other 2.
Well, she's tried it 3 times now. Once, importantly, on the break-back point that got her back into the set. But I think if I was her, I'd put that one away now and leave that in the racket bag, I think. But I must say, I like the way she's approaching this match now, though. She's not overawed. She's thinking about tactics. Got rid of those early nerves.
13-15.
Monica's second double. Yes.
Wow. That's just tremendous. Monica looking at the base line where it landed.
I thought it was good.
Looks good from here. But a tremendous slice return deep helps set up this point, but a couple of more backhands overspin really won it.
Well, again, the backhand, I think Monica's got to seriously think about changing where she's hitting these drives. She's giving Brenda too many backhands, and the confidence is just sky high on that shot. Watch it again. She's going cross-court and then unleashes that one down the line and say goodnight here. Break point.
And again, failing to get the ball in play. That's 3 straight break points, all served to the backhand, all missed. That time, instead of the slice, though, she was trying to hit over it.
There, Monica, smart player that she is, directing those drives to the forehand side of Schultz-McCarthy and forcing the error.
Well, in this forehand from Brenda Schultz, just not deep enough to worry Monica, and she took charge.
Monica fights her way out of trouble, but what a great first set we've got here. She's just ahead at 4-3. 5-4.
5-4.
Caroli Seles just encouraging his daughter. Clap of the hands, nod of the head.
And hit to her forehand.
Well, he's sending her a think message for that.
Of course, you're not allowed to coach in tennis, and we know nobody ever coaches in the middle of a match.
4-5.
15 love.
181. That is a big serve. Not only big, but at the placement.
And that's the opposite direction from the other two aces to that side, which both went out wide. That's only her first double fault, and when you consider how many service winners and also how many second serves she has already hit, that's very good.
Back at the net. Hasn't done her any favours, the net in this match so far.
No, that's 4 points.
I think that one was going to be a winner had it not caught the tape and fell wide. So, the world number one threatening here at 4-5, 5:30. A huge point now in the context of this semi-final.
What does get frustrating when it's tough to make a play on the ball, somebody's serving so well. Again, with a wide serve, Monica tries with a two-hander. Maybe if she'd gone to the one-hander, would have given her a little extra reach. You can clearly see the pressure and the strain on Monica Seles's face. She knows she's playing against somebody that has weapons that can do damage to her.
Well, she's 5-all in the first set here, and if we look at the betting on the National Sportsbook for the Australian Open, she's 2-1 on there. Conchita Martinez 5-1, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario 11-2, Mary Pierce, the defending champ, 7-1. If you want to bet. Monica's just a little tense here at this stage. We watch that again. Ball clearly wide.
Sometimes the player gets in the sighting of the linesman.
And a good slice serve from her there. Sponsor sign just falling over. Well, some good serving in this game, right at a key time of the match. You'd love to get an easy service game at 5-all. It means you can quickly change ends and put the pressure right back on your opponent. And an easy Any game she gets, a love game for Monica Seles. She takes a 6-5 lead in this first set.
Seles leads 6-5.
Another big crowd here today. Great crowds order of the week for this Peters International. And they're enjoying this first of the women's semis. It's a beauty. Brenda McCarthy serving to get to the tie-break. A moment of truth for her. She's got to really believe in herself. Good, strong service game required. Well, a good second serve. But that time, Seles going a bit more forward to cut out the angle of that swinger.
Well, you do start to pick up the patterns and maybe start to read the toss a little bit more as the match progresses.
Leaving anything in the bag on that backhand cross court.
Well, after missing first serves in each of the first 2 points, and at 15 all, that was a very handy ace.
Might be a few punters taking the 33-1 at the moment on Brenda McCarthy at the Australian Open. On this sort of form. Oh, what superb touch. That was a good low return with pace, so she had to take the pace off that shot.
40-15.
And you'll see here she gets down low, just lets the racket loosen in her hand to cushion that half volley. Perfectly timed and judged.
What a great game to bring it into a tie-break. Terrific wide serve, good forehand volley, the open court. You can see how quickly she gets to net here inside the service line.
So 6-all, tie break to determine this first set. And a cheap point there for Monica. Just a bit anxious to bring in the chip and charge play there, Brenda. But boy, she's played a fine set here after a shaky start. Husband Sean, all concentration himself.
2-1, Schultz-McCarthy.
Brenda McCarthy would play about as many tie breaks as anyone because of her serve. She has won 68 in her career and lost 60. Monica has won 18 and lost 12.
Left-handed slice serve to the ad court there, setting up the point for Monica. See the low angle. She can only get a short return. Monica can go either way. She elects the wrong footer.
So the first 5 points of this tiebreak have gone with the server.
Boy, that's some serving. Players change. And again, very flat and close to the line. Pretty hard to reach that with the two-handed shot, Pam.
It certainly is. I really think she's got to let go in order to have any chance.
6 all, 3 all. Anybody's set. First serving of just the highest quality here from Brenda McCarthy. And will she go for a big return here? Well, she's stuck with a game plan. Dad's a bit worried. And the first point against the server. And importantly now, Seles McCarthy, just 2 more of those big boomers and this first set's hers.
She has not yet missed a first serve in this tiebreak.
Just barely. Missed it.
6-4, Seles McCarthy.
2 set points.
Monica very close on the sideline with this 2-hander. You can see it just missed. She was looking over, hopefully. So 2 set points.
Well, going for a heavy slice there and just mistimed it a little. Perhaps a little nervous. Sure sign, Pam, you're a bit nervous with a miss-hit first serve like that.
It's always good if you feel that kind of nerves when you're stepping up the line. Go ahead and take a step back. Give yourself a couple of more seconds to get yourself together. 1 more set point.
Net, first service.
Tennis from both players, really. The defensive work there.
Monica doesn't know that she's got to change sides. It's 6 all.
That's how hard she's concentrating, saving the 2 set points.
6 all.
Now she looks up.
Now she knows. Well, Brenda McCarthy does her best, chases down several shots from Monica Seles. A couple of big forehand topspin shots.
Smart tennis there.
There, when you give Monica that kind of angle, that's when you get into trouble. Look how far off the court. And Brenda had to guess and picked wrong.
So how quickly fortunes change in tie breaks. 2 set points down. Seles now has one of her own. Well, a disappointing end for Seles McCarthy, and she's really mad at herself. She had the chance, just couldn't quite take it, unfortunately double faulting. And has given that first set a great one, but has given it to Monica Seles at 7-6. Moving a little after the excitement and the drama of that first set, which disappointingly for Brenda Schultz ended on a double, and you could see that she was just totally frustrated and disappointed with the way the set ended. Deserved a better finish than that because she really played a tremendous set of tennis from 3-love down.
And it's not like she had never won a set against Monica Seles. She's won sets in each of the 3 previous matches to today.
Now she's saying, why the heck couldn't I do that at 6 points to 4 when I had set point? Well, the answer is, of course, it's the mental side and a little lack of self-belief there. You're just hoping that you were going to force the set rather than knowing you were going to do it. That missed.
30.
Well, I agree with Monica there. It's about where it landed.
There's a space there.
Well, when somebody serves the ball as hard as Brenda Schultz McCarthy, you're definitely going to get some calls that are wrong. It's just too fast, just like in the men's game. Brenda picked it well.
30-15.
She thought Monica was going to go back down the line. I recently played Brenda Schultz McCarthy in doubles, and she serves extremely hard in doubles too, and I just faded back 10-15 feet, and it was amazing how much better I could return. But I know Monica's instinct is always to be on the baseline or inside it, but I think she could stand back.
40-30.
Well, she loves sort of just jolting that returner serve back. Loves to take it early. Had a little bit of good fortune with the net, but not that time, so Brenda Schultz McCarthy holds her opening serve of this second set. And as always, when Monica Seles takes the court, huge contingent of media and, of course, photographers to send their stories and pictures around the world. She is big news. And you could have, the actual number increased as soon as they saw the score in this first set. They thought, hang on, a bit of a chance here for an upset. Still maybe early in the second.
Love 50.
Just missed it. Disappointing end to that rally. Tremendous tennis. Both turning defence into attack at various stages.
15 all.
And both a little winded, understandably so. They'd like more than the 25 seconds right now.
That was a good move, Pam, because after a very long and tiring rally like that, it was a good move to give your opponent a drop shot.
40-15.
So after the opening double fault, 3 straight points, and Monica up 40-15, trying to level it 1-all.
And acknowledged. Sporting gesture there by Brenda.
Well, you certainly have to do a lot more damage with your returns if you're going to approach than this. It's not deep enough and it's not firm enough. That's been a play we've seen all day long from Brenda Schultz-McCarthy, the wide serve and then the big backhand into the open court. There's nothing wrong with staying with a set play time and time again, even if your opponent knows you're going to do it. Well, it's a couple of times now recently that Monica's gone up the line with a pass. Good stab, backhand volley. Brenda picking the cross court.
Net. First service.
A high quality return there from Seles, because she didn't want to go back down the line and expose the forehand corner, so she had good enough control to angle that serve back to the forehand. Great racket work.
Favoring the #1 player in the world.
30-all.
But finally, Brenda Schultz-McCarthy getting some luck from the net. Monica does a good job with a one-hander to even get to that. She's trying to close the gap. The key here is getting inside the service line, because Monica's cross court, if you're not in close enough, is going to beat you.
Another high quality return. Brenda forced to just swat that ball back on the forehand.
Advantage Schultz-McCarthy.
Brenda serves so many out wide that Monica has to respect that wide serve on the deuce side, so it makes the one up the middle even better.
Game, Schultz-McCarthy.
Strong serving from Deuce gives Schultz-McCarthy the game, and it keeps her in front. 2-1, second set. The shot of the centre court complex here at White City. Grass court in the foreground. And world's co-#1 to serve. Tremendously high standard first women's semi-final today.
15 love.
Brenda had the first set in her keeping. Just momentary lapse in self-confidence cost her it.
Well, there you saw Monica come into the net, towards the net, and then back up. That's another sign that she's still not comfortable retreating.
40 love.
Not that hard, the first serve. Spins it nicely, very close to the center line, and look at the slice, how it carries away from Brenda Schultz.
Game Seles.
And again, this time to the backhand, causing the mishit. So Brenda Schultz-McCarthy, after having juice on her last game, all of a sudden finds she's serving again very quickly. Not bothering her too much, though.
Well, she hasn't dropped serve since her opening service game. She lost a 15, but that's been it so far. That's the main reason. A lot of aces, a lot of service winners.
30 love.
Again, the high quality second serve. Shaped up as if she was going to really lower the boom on that. She didn't have to. Tremendous power serving from Brenda Schultz-McCarthy. She's ahead 3-2. Crowd really enjoying this match with high quality. Big crowd again today. Seles has really brought them in here at Sydney, as she does wherever she plays. Great to have her back.
Love 15.
Each of Monica's 3 opponents this week have drop shotted her, starting with Dominique Monami in Monica's first match here, and a lot of times it's been a successful play.
As we know, she hasn't played much tennis in recent years. Do you think she's lost a half a yard in speed?
Well, it's possible. So many people spoke about at the Canadian Open and U.S. Open when she came back that she was carrying a little bit extra weight. I think she's trimmed down a little bit since the U.S. Open. Yes. But she could still get in a little better shape. She's in the middle of playing 4 weeks in a row right now.
30-15.
I think we'll know a lot more about Monica's mind and also her fitness after these 4 weeks. We know, of course, that she has the great ground strokes. She's playing the tournament in Tokyo after Melbourne as well.
14-15.
That might be her first ace.
Her opponent has served 8 of them. She's a little behind in that category.
Game Seles. It's 3-all.
So we're fast approaching crunch time in this second set.
Love 15.
You just know that Monica Seles has the confidence, has the belief knows that she can win the big points. She'd have that confidence even more after Brenda Schultz, the way she handled the set points in the first set. When Brenda led 6-4 in that first set, she served a bad double fault, mishitting the first serve, and right away that would send the signal to Monica. Brenda's not mentally feeling like she can beat her. Well, it was the awkward volley into the body of Brenda Schultz-McCarthy that wasn't handled well, that gave Monica the opportunity. Forehand approach. There's the one that causes the trouble. She picks the line.
And very quickly, there's the break. Tremendous returning there from Seles. She's ahead a set, and now 4-3 in this second.
4-3.
First break of serve in this second set. She's really been given a workout in this match.
That's good for her. So few of the sets that Monica's played have gone the distance. First serve percentages.
Love 15.
Good start to this game by Schultz-McCarthy. Must break back here.
15 all.
Well, by winning 9 games today at least, she has won more games than anyone else except Steffi Graf in this since Seles has come back. Husband of Brenda Schultz-McCarthy, that's Sean.
You don't see that happen too often. Monica not moving her feet and getting into position.
And every once in a while, even Monica just goes for too much. I mean, Brenda had hit a good forehand, very loopy, near the baseline, and she tried to go for a little bit too much. So many times she does make it, though.
30.
Good slice serve, just cutting away.
Well, it's not a very talked about shot of Monica Seles, her serve, because her ground strokes are so dominating, but she does win a lot of free points with it, and it's going to get even better, I think.
40-30. Game Seles.
Well, as if to underline your point about her serve, from 15-30 down there, Monica got in 3 very good first serves, and that was enough to give her the game, and now the lead of 5-3.
When in doubt, don't go for the angle. Just bounce it into the stands. Well, Schultz-McCarthy, the one that's ventured to net. Monica has not won a point from up there. Surprising.
I don't think she's hit a volley, has she?
I don't remember one. It's been a few of those go around. That's number 9.
30-15.
Just wonderful hitting there from Brenda.
Monica did well to get the serve back. You can see here, look at her racket. It just, you can't follow through at all. It almost knocks her racket backwards.
Oh, just took it too easily. He was about to change ends, I think.
40-30.
Just going to push that one into the open court and continue on to the chair.
Well, it just shows the importance of keeping your eye on the ball. Does look like she was fading to her left there, Alan. You're right.
Let's hope she holds serve here, because you don't want to donate the match to your opponent when they're ahead 5-3. You want to hold your serve and force them to serve it out, because it's not that easy. There's a little tension in that game where you do serve for a match.
Brenda having a good time with some of the crowd yelling out. Wow, that was a much tougher forehand volley than 2 points ago when she had the game point.
Advantage shows McCarthy.
See how low this is. Doesn't bend that well, but she gets her racket face down nicely and firm. See how firm the racket head remains. Well, Brenda has the crowd somewhat on her side. I mean, the crowd's enjoying the match. They want to see it a little longer. They're having a great time. Well, as you would expect, Schultz-McCarthy, many more unforced errors.
Advantage Schultz-McCarthy.
Brenda has used this serve so much, and it's been a tough one all day long for Monica Seles to handle. Third game point.
Game Schultz-McCarthy.
Well done. She hangs on there, keeps the chances alive here, but when we return, Monica Seles will serve for the match.
Seles leads 5-4.
Courtside boxers. Western stand panning down onto the centre where the crowd are witnessing. I think they'd like to see this go a bit longer, Pam. This has been a great match.
Sure has. There's only one time that Brenda Schultz has broken Monica Seles' serve, and that was in the 5th game of the first set when she broke back. Needs to do it here.
15-9.
Monica's serve has grown in its effectiveness as the match has progressed. Some good sliders that keep low.
It's not the fastball. It's just a nicely placed medium-paced slice.
There it is again. Swinging serve, of course, being left-handed just helps that all the while. And it gives the world's co-number 1 3 match points.
Game,
One is all she needs.
Seles, 2 sets to 7-6, 6-4.
Players shaking the hand of umpire David Cotton. I think everybody really enjoyed this match, Pam.
Oh, there's some great action. I mean, with Brenda Schultz, you know you're going to get the big serves, but her backhand did some great work, and she scrambled well. You know, she's about the tallest gal on the WTA Tour, but she got to a lot of the Seles' ground strokes, and I know Monica knows she's had a tough battle out there today.
Well, started a little nervously, Brenda, very quickly down 3-love, and we were sort of a little worried that it mightn't be the match that it turned out to be. And I think we would have still been in for a lot longer match had she just not, well, lost a little self-confidence there when she had 6-4 and double faulted, and then double faulted when she was down the set point. I mean, apart from those two sort of nervy serves, her serving was just outstanding. I mean, as good as you'd ever hope to see. And applause for both players as they leave the court. Well deserved too for both players.
Oh, it's nice to see Brenda waving and smiling.
And Monica giving her some applause too. So tremendous match between both these players. As Brenda makes her way off the court, we might get an opportunity to hear what Monica's got to say. Let's hear her now. She's with Craig Willis.
Well, congratulations, through to the final. I think this morning when you walked out there, you thought, I might be in for a tough match. She's a very